Okay, I'm going to do a little video walk around of the Chevy Tracker. See the tires have lots of tread in them. The two front ones are the older style BFG mud terrains, and the rear ones are the newer style BFG mud terrains. They are 30 by 950 15s. I also put a 2-inch coil spring spacer lift on it, and I moved the shocks up to, or I lowered the shocks I should say, so it sets nice and even. New shocks were put on the back also when I did the lift. The top is about 6 months old and is a Rampage top, so it is a new soft top. You got a full-size spare in the back, and it is another newer style BFG mud terrain. I will be taking the bazooka tube out for my 4Runner, but I will leave the stereo and the new speakers that I just installed in there. It shuts nicely. I put a new exhaust on it with not a Flowmaster, but a MagnaFlow muffler. The doors are notorious for going bad on these, so I found another door, but it was different color, so I just painted it black with some bed liner. I plastic dipped the wheels, but it was a while ago, and they're starting to peel off a little bit. Still looks fine though. I put some more front locking hubs on here, so it will stay engaged in 4-wheel drive. Eliminated the air actuating system on it, which was notorious for giving these things issues with them not engaging. I had a custom front bumper, winch bumper, built for it by a fab shop out in Indiana, and they built it around the 5,000-pound Harbor Freight winch, which works perfect. The bumper is also set up so that if you want to do a 2-inch body lift, it will adapt to that perfectly. You just raise it up and it will still meet the body line perfectly. I put a new AC compressor on here. It works perfect now, cold AC. I also put a motor in at 155,000 miles, and the motor had 67,000 miles on it from Moab, Utah. So it's a totally rust-free engine. So right now it has probably about, what, 70, maybe 80,000 miles on it. Runs flawless, absolutely perfect. Interior has a few little issues, with the carpet. Need a carpet mat there, a little rip in the seats. I do have another whole parts tracker, but it's a 2-wheel drive with interior parts and another motor, runs and drives, that I would be letting go with this also for an additional $500. I put a nice Kenwood system in here, good speakers. The button on the gear shifter, or this button I should say, started not working. It broke inside, so I picked up another shifter from the boneyard, and the wiring system was so intensely hard to get up inside this shaft here because it's so minute. So I have it down here, so the overdrive still works and everything works properly, but the shifter, you got to make sure it's up in park, and there's no gear selector numbers here. As you'll be able to see, there's no gear shifter number, so you just got to make sure that you have it in park. I mean, it works fine, you just got to make sure you have it in there. I also put a push button start system on the car, so you do turn the key, because the key for some reason has a mind of its own. It doesn't always want to come out, so I went ahead for safety issues. I put a push button start on here. You turn the key on and you just push the button and she starts right up. Since I put on the new front winch bumper and disconnected the other bumper, I have had an airbag light, which to me is still not a big deal. And it's a working 4x4. It runs really good. You'll be able to hear it. I wouldn't be afraid to drive this thing anywhere. It's nice because you can open up the top there and just have the top open without having to take the back off. This top is, like I said, it is new, and I have it to where all the windows will come out of it. So you can unzip all the windows and still keep the top there. So you don't have to take the whole top off. It does have a couple rust issues, mainly the lower rocker panels, which are totally gone. I was gonna cut those out and put rock sliders there to meet up with the body, but I did just buy and build a Toyota 4Runner, which is a little bit more roomy for the family. So the only rust issues are those. The underneath frame and everything is in good condition. No issues whatsoever. It's a daily driver. I've got a clean title for it. It's something you can just get in and drive every day, go out and have a little fun, go ripping around in the winter. I'm not going to ask a ton of money for it, but I do have close to $5,000 into it, not including purchase price. I did some brake work on it. The struts in the front are new also when I did the lift. Just all kinds of little things, you know, that I did. I also put it to where you can operate the winch by a controller that you attach to it. Comes out of the glove box. Or I have it to where there's a switch right inside the hood that you're able to just operate it right from inside the hood also. So you have two options on the winch. And I'll tell you right now, it's a pretty powerful winch. I was able to winch out my Ford Explorer out of some really big mud by just attaching my tracker to a tree and then using the winch, and I pulled this thing out of, and it was buried all the way to the tires. I've done a little off-roading with this around my 19-acre property. Not really much. Haven't really got it stuck in deep mud or anything. Just a little bit around the property here where I live. So there's not much woods to go in or anything. So it's a good little running truck. I didn't plan on getting rid of it, but I want a side-by-side. I want to pick up a Polaris RZR. So to do that, I need to get rid of some toys. Anyway, 847-980-6616. Have a good day.